Little T, man. It's a whole lot of mob shit.
What's up, everybody? It's Big South here. Y'all already know what's going on. We rocking with More to Live For, the only voice of the North. We still heating up, baby. I'm out of here. South.
Welcome back to another exclusive edition of More to Live For. I'm the voice of the North, man. Shout out to all my subscribers, man. New, old, you know what I mean? Day ones, day yesterday. If you came across this good content, man, I really appreciate it. And shout out to everybody that's been leaving comments, man. Like, conversation, you know what I mean? Rule the nation, man. So, and it helps with the algorithm, you know what I mean? So with that in mind, man, what we got right here, we got volume 5 of the Rashad White Chronicles. And right here, what the homie is picking up on is after he left Tabor City, and he left in a violent way. And his next stop was Maury Correctional Facility, which is a popular prison in North Carolina, and also one of the most dangerous prisons in North Carolina. And even before my homies started doing hard time, I used to always hear people say that they didn't start seeing weird, crazy shit until they hit Maury. So the homie didn't disappoint, you know what I mean? Because some of the things that he been through and some of the things that he's seen is definitely weird and crazy. You know what I mean? So keep that in mind when listening to the story. Also, you know what I mean? The homie still is behind the walls or whatever. So like, I apologize. The audio isn't the best. But you know what I mean? I'm working with what we got. You know what I mean? Like the big goal is for, you know what I mean, do a full interview, you know what I mean, once he come home or whatever. But until then, you know what I mean, I'm gonna do what I got to do, man, and work with what I got, you know what I mean, to get the message out. And, you know what I mean, to highlight the whole journey the best way I can. And also keep in mind that, like I said, this is Maury Correctional Facility that we're talking about. Even before I started doing my YouTube thing, I used to see Maury on the news all the time. And since I've been doing it, I still see him on the news. So a couple names been mentioned. I did my best to try to beep them out, but at the same time, the truth don't care if it's beeped out or not. But the truth is the truth. So it is what it is. Like, comment, subscribe. Voice of the North, Free the Home and Rashad. More to Live For. Volume 5. Rashad White Chronicles.
Niggas standing at the door selling wood. But, I laid back. I did my time. When my 6 months was up, it was time to go. I wrote my case manager while I was back there and asked him if it was a way he can get me sent closer to home, which would be at Maury at the time, and it was just a shot in the dark. I wasn't really expecting nothing one way or the other. But when I got off Icon, that's where they sent me. They sent me to Maury. So I was happy about that because, for one, I was close to home. For two, I heard a lot about Maury as far as it being a lot of women there, cause that's what a nigga look forward to right there. Seeing some bitches, like whether it's a CO, a case manager or whatever, like, nigga look forward to that. So I was kind of happy about going to Maury. When I got there and walked through intake, I automatically knew what niggas was talking about then. Like the whole vibe and energy was just, compared to where I just came from. Like, it was like night and day. Like, you could feel it just seeing all the black officers, all the black nurses, all the black case managers, black sergeants, black lieutenants, black captains. Like, you ain't see that at Tabor City. You know what I'm saying? You might got one black, captain. Matter of fact, it was one black captain there. And shit, that was about it. All the sergeants and lieutenants, all of them was like either white or Indian, So when I get to Tabor City, Maury, and I see what I see the vibe. I'm like, okay, I could do my time here. You know what I'm saying? And, I left intake. I went to the block that they put me in. Now, this was kind of interesting because, Maury is a mental health camp, which means they got a unit just for mental health inmates. You know what I'm saying? So when I first got there, they put me on upper red unit. Now, what's funny about this is upper red unit is 3 blocks. It's D block, it's E block, it's F block. D block was the only regular population block up there. That's the block they put me in. E and F block was mental health. Like everybody in there was labeled mental health level 3, which is the highest level you could be as far as mental health that I know of. But, that shit was kind of funny, like, cause you might go to the canteen and them niggas might be in line with you. And, you just start talking to them and sparking up a conversation while you waiting in the canteen line. And like, them dudes is really like gone, man. Like some of them don't know what year it is. They don't know what day it is. Like, that's how doped up they is off the medication they giving them. So when I get to Maury, I ain't really too much hanging with too many people. I see a couple niggas there that I was at Tabor City with, but first nigga I really end up fucking with was the little nigga named, I think the nigga name was Wise or something. Now Wise was young. Wise was probably about 22, 23, but I was at Tabor Cities with his brother. His brother named Don P. They from Robinsonville. And, him and his brother, they co-defenders. They was locked up on a murder charge or whatever. They were both blood. Well, the little nigga used to be blood, but he wasn't blood no more when I ran across him. So, I was asking him why he wasn't and all that. And he just, he was just trying to chill and, I guess give some time back or whatever. But come to find out, this nigga ain't blood no more because he was fucking with a homo on the low. Now, like I said, I was fucking with the little nigga, but I noticed like when we go to the yard, him and the homo, which we call punks, him and the punk, they'll be on the side talking, doing what they doing or whatever. And I noticed this, but I really didn't pay attention. I really didn't catch on till niggas had to put me on. But come to find out, the punk was beating the nigga up, like the little nigga up, like they was like in a toxic, abusive relationship, you know what I'm saying? Like some domestic violence type shit. But he was beating my little nigga up. I didn't know this shit. Sometimes he'll come back to the block and he was already light skinned. The nigga might have, red marks on his face, or he might have scratches on his face, or nigga eye might be black. And the whole time, the homo Bobo is beating him up. You know what I'm saying? And that shit was crazy. But Bobo is real known in the North Carolina prison system because he been locked up for a while. Plus he known to go. You know what I'm saying? Like he known to he'll hurt you if it come down to it. You know what I'm saying? Most of the punks on state, they feminine. They don't really want no problems. They trying to stay the fuck out the way. Bobo, he was a different breed. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this little nigga, man, up there, you know what I'm saying, fucking with the homo and shit. And I guess that's probably was the main reason he won't blood no more, because he couldn't have got away with that at Maury. If he was blood at Maury and niggas knew what he was doing, his ass would have been shot out the building. So him probably knowing that I think that's why he fell back. I end up running across his brother, Don P, a few years later, man. And I ain't know how to bring it up, but I was like, yo, bro, I was here with your brother not too long ago. I'm like, and he was like, man, I already know, man. He was like, I done heard a lot of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know how to tell, bro, but I guess he already had heard through the grapevine or whatever, man. But yeah, that little nigga was a homo, man. And he was soft as hell. Like I don't know how he was blood, but so, in the beginning, you know what I'm saying? I was just trying to get settled in and get used to the new environment because it was different. Like the officers was like hood niggas. Like even the niggas that worked there, like they was hood niggas. The bitches that worked there, they was hood. Like, you know, and it was different, but I was loving it because I'm like, okay, this my kind right here. I could, you know what I'm saying? I could work with them, you know, and I'm trying to remember, man, like in the beginning, shit was just kind of slow. I was just trying to navigate my way and do my time. Now all the crazy shit didn't really start happening until I went to Blue Unit. They moved everybody that was regular population to Blue Unit, and they made Upper Red just straight mental health. And that's how I ended up leaving over there. Now, when I got to Blue Unit was different. That was a different world. You know what I'm saying? Because you got a lot of people over. So I want to tap into something that you had brought up a few days ago, and you were talking about, you know, how it is having a support system and not having one, and how major that shit is. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to doing time, because, you know, I had a brief moment, like in the beginning, where I wasn't really hearing from nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I just got all this time, and, you know, my cousin used to consistently write me. You know what I'm saying? But I stopped hearing from him. I even stopped hearing from my mom for a while. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, when you start to feel like you forgot about, you know what I'm saying? Like that ain't a good mind state to be in, especially in there. And you got a lot of time. Recently, I got back in touch with my dad a few years ago. You know what I'm saying? We still ain't got no father-son type relationship, but he trying. You know, he'll stop by every month, drop some money off for me. I done got in contact with one of my sisters on his side, you know, and she was writing me. For a while and shit like that. And we was getting to know each other because we didn't know each other growing up. You know what I'm saying? But overall, and not only that, you too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thank God for you too, because, you know, niggas in here ain't got a lot of friends out there. The niggas that we thought was our friends, ain't none of them there. Ain't none of them there right now. You know what I'm saying? So I thank God for you too, bro. You know what I'm saying? Cause you a real nigga, and you realer than them niggas that I. So the thing about Blue Unit, you know, it was a lot of females working on Blue Unit. You know what I'm saying? And I liked it. That the first run-in I had with one that kind of stand out is I was laying on my bed. Hey, how you doing? I was laying on my bed, and I had my shirt off, and it was count time, so I'm waiting on them to make their rounds and wait for count to end. So this one particular female, she coming through, making her rounds, and she hit my window. And I'm on the bed. I don't know if I was reading or doing what. I don't know what I was doing, but I look up. In my mind, I'm like, yo, why is she knocking on my window? Because my window is not covered, you know? And I look up, and she take her tongue and run it across her lips real slow. So I'm like, oh shit. And she just walk off. So the thing about Blue Unit, you know, it was a lot of female. Yeah, so she just walk off or whatever. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, she choosing. I'm about to bag her, make her mine. So, but this is the thing, this is what was crazy. That was her last day working on our unit. They had put her on 10 unit, which was medium custody at the time. When I got there, they were just building that shit and adding that on to the prison. But, she had a fat little ass on her. She was ugly as hell though. But she ended up fucking with another nigga from Greenville named, J5. And, you know, once he went home to the bitch, and she ended up getting him violated and put back in prison. I don't know. He was telling me the story because I talked to him when he went home. And I think her and her sister tried to jump the nigga, and then they called the police on him, and I don't know, man, but that bitch, she was toxic. But speaking of the nigga J5, now J5, he from Greenville too. I forgot bro real name. Uh, J5, we had a little situation on the yard, man. Like, okay, my blood set and his blood set, we end up going to war. They big homie had stole a pack. I think it was like a few ounces of some weed and some other shit. Somehow he intercepted a pack that was going to my big homie. So once he did that, niggas done down put the green light on his head. So I was in modified at the time. I was just coming off Icon. I got caught with a knife and they put my ass on Icon. That was my second time going to Icon. So I'm in modified. Yeah, so I'm in modified or whatever. And one of my homies, and when you in modified, that's where they put you at. It's some new shit they came up with. When you coming off long-term lockup, they put you in modified to see how you react to being back, moving around, because they let you out your cell for like 2 hours a day or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Just to monitor you and, see how you act, cause you done been on long-term lockup for so long. You know what I'm saying? So I had a homie that was the same set as me. He was out in the block cleaning up. Like, he used to stay out his cell. Like, he made a way to where he out. So he knocked on my door one day like, yo, I just got word that nigga about to come over here. Cause he was in the hole next door to us, but he was coming to modify too. So he was like, yo, what you trying to do? So I'm like, yo, get my door pop. But yeah, I end up going to MaxCon for that shit right there. That's cause they got the knife from me versus what happened at Table City where they didn't get the weapon, but, rewinding back to that, like when I first got the blue unit, like I said, there was a lot of females over there, and there was this little chick over there I was feeling, and she was giving off them vibes like, you know what I'm saying? It was vice versa. So, little short chick too, I'm tall, so I like short chicks. She was about 4'11", 5 foot. Uh, can't even remember her name right now. It'll come to me, but, she was giving off them vibes. So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna write her a little kite, a little letter, and I'm gonna give it to her and check the temperature with her. Now she hadn't been working too long. You know what I'm saying? She was new, but, I had this plan. I had this plan on how I was gonna give her the kite. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was really feeling her. Like, I was really try to make her my girl. So I wrote the kite or whatever. Now I noticed like she was new, so they kept her in the booth most of the night while like we was out. But late at night they'll let her out and let her start making her rounds. So I slept all the way in the back, like all the way in the back of the block. Feel me? So this is perfect for what I'm trying to do right now. And I'm at the top. I sleep on the top tier. So I got the letter, wrote the letter. I tell my nigga Ty, he was a janitor and shit. My nigga Ty from Raleigh. Black ass nigga. He been down a long time too. He should be out now. But I tell him like, 'cause this my nigga at the time, I'm fucking with her. So I tell him like, look, this is what I'm about to do. And if she jail me and I go to the hole, like this why I'm going. I'm going and letting him know now. So I'm sitting back and I'm timing it because I know it's about time for her to come out the booth. So about 12, 1 o'clock in the morning, she finally come out. You know what I'm saying? Start making her rounds. Only person out in our block is Ty. That's cause he the janitor. He cleaning up and he in the shower at this time. So all the lights is out in the block. The block is quiet. Everybody pretty much sleep. So she come through by my door. So I tap the window and I tell her, I'm like, look, on your next round, can you bring me a roll of toilet paper? So she's like, all right, I got you. So she leave, go get the toilet paper and come right back. So when she opened my trap up to give me the toilet paper, I got the note laying on the trap. So when she see it, she like, what's that? I'm like, look, take it to the bathroom and read it. I said, when you done with it, tear it up, flush it down the toilet. You know what I'm saying? That way, 'cause a lot of bitches be getting notes from niggas and they be keeping them and holding on to them and get, yeah, they be getting caught with the notes and shit and bitch get fired and, you know what I'm saying? Some stupid shit. So that was my main thing that I stressed to her was like, yo, make sure you tear this up after you finish reading it. And she looked at it and she was like, she started looking around the block and shit, like somebody was out and she was like, she's like, I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm like, look, yo, you good right now. Like everything is perfect. I wouldn't even put you in this situation if I knew you wasn't good. I'm like, you good right now. I'm like, you could take the note. She was like, nah. She's like, I can't do it. I can't do it. And she closed the trap and ran off. So I'm like, oh shit. So now I don't know how she about to play this. So I take the note, I tear it up, I flush it down the toilet and shit. So I sit back in my chair at my desk or whatever. I think I'm listening to the radio or something. And about 5, 10 minutes later, she come back and she knocking on the window. So I look up, I'm like, what's up? And she called me with her finger. She like, come here. So I go to the window and shit. She was like, what was in that note? So I'm like, what note? 'Cause now I'm playing dumb. 'Cause now I don't know if she trying to jail me. I don't know if she got an officer standing beside her or what. So she like, what was in that note? I'm like, what note? I don't know what you're talking about. She like, the note you try to give me. I was like, I really don't know what you're talking about right now. So she was like, okay. She was like, well, is you all right? So I don't know if she thought maybe I was in danger and I was trying to get her the note so she can go take it to who she got to take it to. I don't know if she thought that or what. But she was like, well, is you all right? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. So she was like, give me the note. So now all of a sudden she want this note. So I'm like, yo, I ain't got no note. I don't know what she talking about. You feel me? So what is you talking about? Drop the story. Yeah, so I mean, you let me know like what you want me to get into.